so we can both click.
Yes. All right, we are live.
We are live. Welcome everyone to our Holiday Hacks Thrive Through the Holidays presentation. Oh. Okay. Whoops, it's not moving. Okay, let's see. It says give up remote control. Oh, there we go. My name. Oh.
Perfect.
Okay, a little trigger heavy here, huh? Okay, keep my hands to myself. My name is Coach Corinne Roberts, and I'm a certified Institute of Integrative Nutrition health coach. I also own fitness studios, and I've been a personal trainer. I'm co-presenting with Coach Suzanne Patrick. Say a little bit about yourself, Suzanne.
Yes, thank you. It's so great to be presenting together. We have a lot in common. We're both health coaches. I actually love working with physicians now because, my gut health was always an issue. And as I met people, I realized too that, a lot of people think they want weight loss, but there's other things that are weighing people down. And so I love meeting people and coaching people. And when we're working with providers, we just have that extra layer of information and coaching. So I'm excited about the holiday season and help everybody thrive.
Exactly. I love that. We just have to start with an FDA disclaimer. We are not going to speak about treating, diagnosing, curing, or preventing any disease. We're here to give you guidance on how to thrive through the holidays. So where I want to start off, and I keep over clicking, I'm extremely sorry. Okay. I want to start off with some holiday facts. Not sure why that keeps happening. So I want to start off with some holiday facts and why I'm so passionate about this is because owning fitness centers and being a health coach and a personal trainer, people tend to slide, fall off the wagon, whatever way you want to put it, around the holidays. And it's so frustrating for me because holidays are supposed to be about joy and time with our family. And I watch my clients losing control of their choices, gaining weight, which is one of the side effects. The average American gains 8 to 13 pounds during this 6-week holiday period. And actually the weight gain during this 6-week period is kept on. So imagine how this accumulates over the years. And a lot of people are consuming in excess of 6,000 calories per day during the holidays. We don't count calories in our TLS weight management system. We focus on quality of our nutrients, but let's face it, we are all going to be consuming some things that might not be quality choices during the holidays. And we're here to say that is okay. That's part of the holidays. And what we want to speak to you about is thriving through these holidays and making choices, because what I find is that a lot of my clients are all in or all out. And as soon as the holidays start and they start not making choices that are in alignment with their goals, they go all out. So we're going to empower you today with healthful hacks to keep the weight off and really not lose weight during the holidays. We talk about gaining 0 pounds through the holidays. That's a win, right, Coach Suzanne?
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about sleep, nutrition, exercise, and stress. So if we focus on these things, we're going to be able to keep things in line during the holidays, and you're going to feel better. So one of the things that goes by the wayside during the holidays is sleep. So lack of sleep increases hunger, slows metabolism, slows your weight loss, increased stress causes cortisol imbalances, and it actually causes blood sugar imbalances. When your cortisol is imbalanced, so are your blood sugars, which that can cause cravings as well. It increases muscle tone loss. We don't want to lose our muscle tone. Our muscle is our metabolism and our energy. It causes fatigue, lowers your mood, and increases the risk of heart attacks and lowers your immune function and decreases your lifespan in the long run if it goes on chronically. So healthful hacks for sleep is to stick to your normal routine. So even if you're going out to a holiday party or attending something that puts you out of your schedule, we really want people to focus on keeping your routine. So if you're out late on a weekend, try not to sleep in too late. Keep your normal routine because your body wants that. Avoid eating within 2 hours of bedtime is another one. So I don't want people to go to bed hungry though. So if you've been going, and it comes to, you're home late and it's bedtime, but your tummy is rumbling, eat something like mix up a TLS shake. Have something that's already partially broken down that has more protein than carbohydrates, because sugars are just going to spike you and then you might crash, but you're not going to get a restful sleep. So something like a protein shake would be good. You have to eat a couple hours before you go to bed. So make your bedroom a sanctuary. So minimize the noise, close your blinds, keep your space dark. I like to use a noise machine as well. With that, I use brown noise. So it just, apps and things if you're having a hard time shutting down. So avoid alcohol and caffeine at least 4 hours before bedtime. Now, I know this is hard if you are going to a party because you might be having a drink or two when you go to a party. So we also, recommend our clients take a Kappa B before you go to bed. There's other things like magnesium and that can counteract alcohol and things like that. But just know that a lot of people think alcohol helps them sleep, but it does not give you a restful sleep. You will have an interrupted sleep. Alcohol is just sugar, and a lot of the mixers are sugar as well, and it affects your metabolism. So keep your mind calm and anxiety-free at bedtime. So write down your to-do list for the next day so you're not constantly thinking of all the things that you have to do. I like to keep a little notepad next to my bed. So if something does wake me up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot I have to do this tomorrow, I'll keep the little notepad there so I can write it down, get it out of your brain, so then you can relax, right? Because it's so important. So get plenty of exercise. This is also going to promote a deeper sleep at night when you go to bed. So exercise is critical and one of the things that tends to go by the wayside during the holidays as we're prioritizing things, right?
Yes, those are great tips on sleep. So to add to sleep, mindful hacks, we'll talk about nutrition as well, which I love speaking about food because that really sets the foundation for how we feel and how we perform throughout the day. So always think about eating a protein-packed meal. Protein has a high thermic burn, so you're going to burn more calories, which I know we all want that, but it's slow to digest, and that's why it helps burn more calories, and so it will keep you feeling fuller longer, and it'll also stabilize your blood sugar levels. So when you eat a snack, maybe a handful of nuts, even in the car on the way to a party, that's going to keep you from, wanting to engorge or just eat everything that you see in sight. And so when you're at a party, do make choices for yourself. If you want some desserts, maybe you decide to have just a small plate full, one of those mini plates instead of a full plate. Or maybe not this party, but the next party, right? So I think setting up standards or boundaries or kind of, I don't want to say rules, but rules for yourself, right? What are you wanting to do at each party? How are you wanting to engage? So fill up on vegetables first. Those are easy snack foods. You can socialize and mingle with that. And we can also drink, we're going to share with you one of our favorite drinks. It's a healthy dirty martini. So that's going to kind of curb your cravings to not want to eat everything in sight. Limit yourself on alcoholic beverages. I like to alternate between alcohol and water. So you're staying hydrated. You can also just fill up like a fancy glass with some sparkling water and lime juice if you still want to socialize and hang out with the crowd, but you're limiting or minimizing your alcoholic beverages. Do not skip meals is a really important tip to, and this goes with eating the protein too, because when you're skipping meals, have you guys ever done this before? You skip meals and at the end of the day, you're like eating everything in the kitchen before dinner is even ready, right? It's just your natural response of your body because you haven't gotten enough nourishment or macronutrients throughout the day. So be sure to eat healthy throughout the day. Start with a quality breakfast. If you know you're hanging out or going to be socializing later, get the breakfast and your lunch and some snacks in there. And then, you're not doing as much damage by overeating, as mentioned earlier. So maybe think about some quick and easy snacks that you can prepare for yourself too, because we want quick and easy, right? We want to grab foods, and that's why fast foods or snack foods are so easy for us, but also so dangerous because they're ready, right? They're ready to consume. And so you can go to the grocery stores and create your own meals with your proteins and your vegetables. You can even order meals now these days, or you could do some food prep at home and have these things readily available. Also having things stored and ready, like nuts and snacks and your TLS shakes, fruits and cheese go well together, veggies and hummus, or even fruit, and they have chocolate hummus now. So what are some good snacks that you can have that are ready to grab? And that might be something as simple too as cutting up that celery. Because I don't know about you, but I've looked in the fridge and I was like, well, the celery is not cut up. Let me grab something else. That's just silly. So, but you can prepare your vegetables ahead of time. Speaking of celery, I love like crunchy veggies with guacamole and salsa instead of having that chip that's just transporting that, which I do love chips. So you can still have those, but you're going to alternate and substitute with some vegetables in there so you can nourish your body. So keep your unhealthy things out of your, off the kitchen too, out of sight, out of mind, right? So we are going to treat ourselves with some choices this holiday season, but just like the Halloween candy, right? We just came off of Halloween, put it away and get it out of your eyesight, or even give it away. And that way you won't be tempted to want to engage in over consuming those unhealthy foods that just don't make you feel well anyway. Think about eating slowly. Think about chewing your food slower. We make a joke sometimes at the table. I don't know what it is. My husband does like 30 something times, and he doesn't do that every day, but thinking about chewing more slowly, putting your fork down in between meals or bites rather, and socializing with people at the table. And just go easy on the cookies and cakes and treats. Maybe you're going to have a cookie and you're going to split it, or a piece of pie and split it. Or like I said earlier, maybe you do want a nice piece of pie because it's, made with love and it's a special seasonal treat. So go ahead and enjoy that. But I think having a plan for yourself ahead of time is really going to help keep you on track. Staying active is something too that Coach Corinne spoke about, and something that goes to the wayside, I think, because we feel like we don't have time, or we just don't feel like it, or we're overwhelmed. But in fact, we know, and I'm sure you've had this happen to you, that you do feel better when you exercise. Any sort of exercise is great. So think about, putting on your calendar 2 to 3 times a week to get your exercise in. Maybe you pop in a YouTube video, right? Maybe you go to the gym. Maybe you do a fun activity with the family. You know, you can go for walks and hikes and get the fresh air and the sunshine. And if you're up north and it's cooler, then you're just going to bundle up and you'll heat up your body temperature anyway. Make it fun. We went to the park the other day as a family. We all needed some movement, is what I like to call it. And we played on the playground, but then we saw a little trail. So we went through the trail and then we did like, who can take the biggest bunny hops down the trail? Or, you know, can you do 2 cartwheels? And we had a cartwheel contest. So make it fun if you have kids. And if you don't have kids, make it fun with your spouse or your friend, right? Everything's got to be fun. You can park your car further away if you're going to the park or to the store to even get groceries, right? Maybe you're not shopping. Maybe you're doing more online shopping these days. Play some games. Think about maybe partner exercises with a friend or your spouse or your loved one. You know, you could do a push-up and claps. So you can even search partner workouts online. You can have the kids act like animals. They love that. Or, you know, the kids or the adults, you can put in a bucket of different jumping jacks and sit-ups and all these different exercises. And you can just pick one out at random. You can even do bingo games. So really fun stuff that you can find on Pinterest. And even in our coaching group, we'll put some great exercise tips and tricks in our holiday hacks Facebook support group. Another thing that you can do, maybe you only have like 5 minutes, but you know, getting that blood flowing is going to help you feel more energetic and more mentally alert and clear. And so just do 20 squats, 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups. Do 1 round or do 3 rounds and call it a day. At least you did something, right? So 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week is a good recommended way to exercise. But even if you fall short, that's okay. The other thing on that too, is if you could do 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening, that's still 10 minutes a day. And it's way better than 0. I've been there and done that. You can have a dance party. You can stand if you're working from home or even in the office, you can stand up from time to time. Use your stairs too. If you have stairs, I don't, but those would be fun to do, to just take a few extra ups and downs on there or do your workouts on your stairs. We're going to talk about stress now, Coach Corinne.
All right, let's see. Okay, so I love that. I love all of those tips for staying active. And actually, you mentioned a holiday bingo there. So I'm going to make a holiday bingo card and put it up on our holiday hacks page. So I think that's a great idea, Coach Suzanne. So stress and the body. So stress throws your whole body out of balance, both with itself and everything around you. You might think that you can handle the stress that's coming at you. I know as women, we always like to say we're great multitaskers, but stress really does a lot of stuff to our body, whether we think we're handling it well or not. So stress is going to increase your cortisol levels, which is going to cause difficulty sleeping, weaken immune system, weaken muscles, weaken bones, low energy levels, and chronic stress is going to cause impaired adrenals and thyroid function, which some of you might already be having challenges with. So sorry, I'm not getting the hang of this. Okay. Okay, so the benefits of stress reduction. So your physical health is going to get better. You're going to have more energy and stamina. Your emotions are going to stabilize. You are going to be able to handle more things that are coming at you. You're going to have a better attitude. As much as we want to be, happy all the time and adding value to others, when we have so much stress on us, it is really hard to keep that positive attitude and be hopeful and happier. So, and you're actually going to have improved focus. So you're going to be able to learn more, pay attention more, be aware, and be present. So this is what I do when I enter a room. I do have ADHD. So I make sure it's harder for me to focus, but if I do that, when I enter a room, take a breath, I'm definitely going to be more present. That's my way of saying I am here. I have arrived, right?
Love that.
Yes. I don't know what is wrong with my computer.
Okay.
Okay. So healthful hacks to reduce stress. It's stressful that these slides don't go when I want them to. Okay, so during the holidays, we already have our regular sets of priorities and responsibilities. So here we're adding on all of these things. We're adding on more financial stress. So, know your spending limit. So, I tell my clients to, make your list, figure out how much money you're going to spend on each person, and don't surpass that limit. As much as we want to give more to others, I promise you, that if you stay within your budget, you are going to be able to enjoy things so much better. And so many people overspend, and then it comes January and they're thinking about their credit card bills coming in on top of everything else, right? So instead of, because I don't know about you, there's people on your list who they already have things that they need. You don't know what to buy them. So I focus on giving personal things to people. I use Shutterfly as one of our shop.com stores. I love to go gather up pictures of people's families and things like that, and do mugs and water bottles and different things that are personal, or ornaments, and give someone something personal, and then put a nice note in it and share your feelings. I am telling you, people don't remember gifts unless there's a feeling attached to it. People remember how they feel more than what they get, right? So being organized and making lists, and use an appointment book to keep track of your tasks and events you have to attend, so you don't overbook yourself. Share the tasks with other people in your family. This is something, again, like being Superwoman and doing it all and saying, no, I can't help you. Or no, you can't help me, I can do it. Truly, when you tell people that they can't help you, that is saying, you can't love me. When I started flipping that script and looking at that in a different way, when you're sharing things with others and doing it together, and it'll get done in half the time, you're going to have fun, and you're making memories as you go on when you're doing things. So, I focus more on that and what things you can share together. And then learning to say no. I used to not want to say no to anything or anybody. I have FOMO, the fear of missing out, is one thing. And then just not wanting to say no to someone, but give yourself some room. And that's what I started doing. When people would ask me to do things for them or with them, I just, pause and I say, oh, that sounds like so much fun. Can I get back to you on that? I need to speak to my husband, or I need to look at my schedule and I'm not near that right now, but I'll get right back to you. So just giving yourself that little bit of space. Something that I do not only during the holidays, but I don't answer my phone because I just want to, let someone leave a message or text you, so you kind of know what it's about, because I don't like surprises, and I just like to know what things. So maybe I can do a little looking ahead before the conversation or the call, before I just jump into being put on the spot, right? So be realistic and try not to put too much pressure on yourself. I know everyone thinks they need to do Christmas cards every year and they have all these things they have to do. And when you're really busy, it's okay to cut some of those things out. So, now we're going into our holiday kits that we put together. What I also find during the holidays is people put themselves last. And once they start like choosing the cookies or choosing, things that aren't in alignment with their goals, they tend to not exercise, like Coach Suzanne was talking about. One bad meal leads to another. They stop taking their supplements. So it's like this downward spiral that can happen during the holidays, and I watch it happen all the time. It can be like a train wreck. That's what I call it with myself. And I know this because I used to do it too. So we put together these holiday kits to aid people with their struggles and challenges that people face this time of year. So whether it's to bridge the gaps of your nutrition, aid in digestion, or help to decrease stress. So the first kit that we put together is called the 'Tis the Season kit. So because meal skipping comes along with the holidays, 'tis the season, right? So our shakes are nutrition shakes. They're actually a complete meal replacement shake, and they taste amazing. So 10 grams of protein, 10 grams of fiber, 18 grams of protein, our Opc3 antioxidant. I think I'm going to go through these a little more, right? I'm sorry, my screen darkens, but it doesn't move. Okay, here we go. I started talking about the nutrition shakes, but why people need to use protein shakes. Protein is the building blocks for our body. And I guess I pushed twice. Okay. I have no patience, I guess, right? So protein is the building blocks for our body, and people are skipping meals. And so getting something in that is a complete meal replacement is key during all the time. So my screen is darkened here. Let's see. So sorry.
It's real life.
It's not happening automatically. Then I'm not sure if it took it, so I push it again and it goes by twice. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to pause here. Here we go. It went right by the shake. So the second thing that I put in the 'Tis the Season kit is, I don't know why that happened.
I got you.
I'm gonna do that. Okay. Oh, maybe we're both pushing things. Maybe that's what's happening. I'm making Suzanne nervous, so then she's pushing things too.
No, I just picked up. So go ahead and I'll meet you there.
All right. So our Opc3 antioxidant, why I chose this product is because stress causes inflammation in our body, and stress impairs our immune system. So our Opc3 antioxidant helps to decrease inflammation on a cellular level. It also is a free radical scavenger, so which helps our immune system. So it's going to support your complexion. A lot of people get breakouts, right, during the holidays. And it supports healthy blood glucose levels, which we said are going to be affected, your insulin levels, sinus comfort, cholesterol levels, and joint flexibility, because all of those joint aches and pains, again, just inflammation in your body. So the next thing is our green coffee, Garcinia, Cambogia. Why I picked this product is because it helps to decrease sugar in the absorption of sugar in the liver. So because we are sugar in them during the holidays, whether it's cookies, whether it's alcohol, all of those things have sugar, and everything has to run through our livers, right? So it has chromium in it to help to stabilize insulin levels, so you can make better choices in your nutrition, but also decreasing that absorption of sugar in the liver. Because what happens is when your liver gets overrun with, and it can't, there's so much sugar coming in that it can't process it anymore, that's what starts the buildup of fat around the liver, and that's what we call non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which a lot of people are being diagnosed with that. So this is to mitigate the damage. So, and it's going to promote fat loss.
Awesome. That's such a great kit. That's one of my favorite kits, but I love this kit too, this Dirty Martini. I love to drink my vitamins. And so in our Dirty Martini, plus it's fun, right? Who doesn't want a Dirty Martini? Maybe at the end of the day on the couch, maybe, before you're going to your party, or maybe even a lunch drink. You can have a Dirty Martini now at lunch. One of the ingredients that we chose to put in the Dirty Martini is the complete greens. And so you want to ask yourself, if you're getting 8 to 12 cups of vegetables a day, that's really hard to do. I love vegetables. And that's probably the foundation of what I eat is vegetables, but it's still really hard to chew all of that, to fit it all in your stomach. Plus our food lacks nutrients now these days with the soil and the mass growing of our produce. So the complete greens is a great way to get in. You're still going to eat your vegetables, but you still want to get in some more vegetables in there. We know yesterday we spoke about the immune system in our Healthy Holidays educational series. So if you missed that, you can go back. We'll have that posted in our Facebook group. But greens carry a lot of phytonutrients and energy and life and enzymes. And so they're also known to boost your immune system, which is what we all want these days with the season that we're in. Improving your digestive system, having those good gut bugs, those good probiotics in your system and your gut is going to be beneficial for all of us this time of year. And they taste great. These greens taste amazing. We're going to mix them right in the other few ingredients. Another ingredient is our advanced fiber powder. So this isn't a typical fiber powder that you're finding in the market. This has insoluble fiber in it. So Fibersol 2 is a naturally derived gentle fiber, and we all love it. My kids even asked to have this fiber powder mixed in, so they make their own Dirty Martini concoction every so often during the day. So, getting enough fiber in your diet is essential to keep you feeling full, to manage your blood sugar levels so that you feel energetic, but also so that you're not gaining excess weight this time of year, right? So every little bit that we can do to help is gonna bring us through the holidays, right? So are you getting 25 to 35 grams of fiber a day? And if you're really not sure, then that's because the answer is no. So when we're eating our foods, another lesson would be on our macronutrients, but one of our macros is carbohydrates, and carbohydrates break down and turn to sugar into the body. Well, fiber is not digestible and it doesn't break down. So therefore it won't impact your blood sugar, and it actually does the opposite, adding fiber. So here's another tip. If you're going to have a pecan pie or an apple pie or a sweet treat or a dessert or even alcohol, add fiber to your body before eating so that you can blunt the absorption of the sugar in your body so you won't have that spike. So the other good thing about fiber not breaking down is that it's going to go through and it's going to scrape your intestines too, and it's going to carry out all of those toxins in your body, which is an additional health benefit this time of year. And then, of course, the activated B complexes. So bees work together. Bees are a team. They're a family. And so a lot of people are taking like a B6 or a B12 maybe, but bees work most effectively and optimally when they are taken and consumed together. So you want to consider taking a B complex. Furthermore, you want to think about taking an activated or methylated form of B. That means that it's ready for your body to utilize. Some of us have genes that we can't break down and activate these Bs into our body. And so we're taking them, but we're really not getting them like we're hoping to do. Bs are essential for quality hair, skin, and nails that we all want. Bs metabolize carbs, fats, and proteins into the body, and that's one way they give us energy. And they do provide energy for the body outside of the metabolism. So, this time of year too, if you are drinking or consuming excess sugar, that's depleting your Bs from your body, right? So we want this metabolic, energetic, mental clarity too. Neurological function, brain function is supported by B vitamins. But if we're drinking and eating our sugar, we're lowering our Bs. So all those other great things that we want are also being lowered. If we have excess stress this time of year, and most of us do, that is depleting our B vitamins inside of our body. And so we want to think about adding those Bs in, and you can mix it right into your Dirty Martini. And sugar, alcohol, right? right, with a kick. So additionally, some prescription medications also deplete your B vitamins. So another way to get your B's in would be in your Stress Less kit that Corinne loves.
I love that. And I drink that dirty martini all year round, actually, in the afternoon, because I always have a sugar craving in the afternoon, and the L-glutamine in the fiber powder curbs that sugar craving. And I didn't even know that's what was doing that for me. So I love that drink, and we actually have a great recipe for it in our holiday hacks group. So we'll provide that for you as well. So the Stress Less kit, one of my favorite kits, is our adrenal cortisol thyroid stress, again, activated B complex, and digestive enzymes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Suzanne just did a great job talking about the activated Bs. And, for stress, where we talked about neurotransmitters in the brain, anxiety, depression, B complex brings your body back in balance. So if stress heightens you, it brings you back down. If stress depresses you, it brings you back up. So we always talk about achieving homeostasis in our body, which is balance. And that's where B vitamins help. And you can take B vitamins more than once a day. And so if you feel in the afternoon, if you take your Bs in the morning, but then you feel in the afternoon that you're going every which way and direction, you can take your Bs again. And they actually, this adrenal cortisol thyroid stress product, I would say, is my favorite TLS product, because I did struggle with impaired adrenals. I did have nodules on my thyroid. And what I tell people is your thyroid is the gas pedal, your adrenals are the engine. So a lot of people are going and getting their thyroid medications raised because they don't have energy, but they aren't going deep enough in their body and supporting the engine, which is your adrenals. And this product supports all of that. Your adrenals, your cortisol, which we spoke about, high cortisol leads to estrogen dominance, and it leads to your blood sugars being imbalanced, where again, like I spoke about the activated B, when you combine the adrenal cortisol thyroid stress with activated B, it's going to bring your body back in balance. So again, how I said that, I can tell when I need to take my axe. Maybe your in-laws are coming over for the holidays and you feel extra stress. We're obviously doing more. So you can, even though it just says take 2 axe on the bottle, you can actually take up to 6 axe a day. So I usually take it right after breakfast. That's when my stress usually starts and I need to just have a better focus. So that's a great combination. And the third thing in this Stress Less kit is digestive enzymes. I'm not sure if a lot of people realize, some people already have digestive challenges, but we also have this. Did you realize that your is which can down all of the foods that you're eating, even some good foods for me. There's cellulase to break down vegetables. So when I'm trying to eat more vegetables, sometimes I can get gas and bloating from that. So digestive enzymes will help that. When we're stressed out, we're our and that's another muscle that we aren't full of fiber, enzymes, and life in them. So always drink your digestive enzymes. They taste like Gatorade, lemon lime. So they taste really good. You can put them right in your ice water and drink them with a meal, and they're going to support your digestive tract, your immune system, because you're going to be absorbing more of your nutrients that you're eating, breaking them down and absorbing them. We don't want them sitting around your midsection, not broken down. We want to utilize our nutrients. So it can also ease an occasional stomach upset. So you can actually take these with meals, but also anytime you feel any kind of digestive distress, you can drink your enzymes and your body will use what it needs and the rest will dissipate.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So something really exciting that's coming up actually after Thanksgiving, we're going to be doing a group cleanse, which anybody can cleanse or detox at any point, right? We don't need a group, but everything is better together. I'm actually looking forward to cleansing myself just because, you know, sometimes you might eat too much of something, even if it's a healthy choice. Maybe your diet is just thrown off for whatever reason. That happens this time of year. And I'll just say this, we talk about bowel movements all the time or poop all the time, you know, as health coaches. And I said to my husband, I said, things just aren't moving, you know, as well as they were even last week. And so I have to identify for myself what that is. And I know exercise helps. So remember to move your body or to move your mass as well. That will help with movement inside of your body. Our 7-day Nutriclean cleanse kit is by far the most comprehensive and gentle detox or cleanse that I have ever participated in myself. And so it is my cleanse kit of choice while coaching. It's going to help to detoxify your liver, which is your largest filtration system inside of your body. That's first. And so then it's going to go through and scrape all of your intestines. So we have a lot of, you know, are you having a quality bowel movement every day? Maybe 2 or 3 times a day would be ideal. Babies do, and so we need to. And so if you're not having quality once at least during the day or every day, and even if you are, you know, what's left inside of your intestinal lining, and studies show that there's around 10 pounds of fecal matter that's still backed up. And I know from personal experience that when things get backed up inside of your body, you become toxic, because what are bowel movements? They're the waste, right? Your body, you eat to absorb nutrients and then you eliminate everything else that's not needed. So other health challenges can develop from not having good quality bowel movement. So it's not just about poop, right? And so the other thing too, especially women, we tend to be more constipated than men, and our colon actually is a muscle. And so it's going to be squeezing out those the toxic waste. But if you've been constipated or you just live a chronically constipated life, I thought it was normal. I'm like, I just go once a week. That is what it is. Well, it was my norm, but that's not normal. And so if you think about stretching a rubber band out and you wrap it around something, you know, large, and you leave it there for a month, a week, or a year, and then you release that rubber band, it's not going to go back to as tight as it was originally. And that's what happens with our colon. So we want to increase our muscle strength inside of our body so that we can eliminate quality, so that we have a quality immune system. We're not toxic. We feel energetic, right? Do you guys ever feel sluggish, right? When you don't, you just feel full and bloated. So cleansing might be a good option for you. If you've had some candy, you know, or sugary treats, that's okay, right? But then we're going to want to cleanse the body and take the those excess sugars out. Maybe you're looking for to improve your metabolic functions. Cleansing can help do that. A lot of people have experienced losing anywhere from 3 to 11 pounds on our 7-day detox, which is fantastic. But the most exciting thing for me is what comes after. And so my favorite question is, what's next? It's always a series when we're coaching, right? And so you can lose a couple pounds on your detox, but then you continue because you're boosting your metabolism, your energy is increasing, your fat burn is increasing, your muscle growth is increasing. So all these amazing things happen after the detoxification process. And lastly, I'll speak about when we're cleansing, we're focusing on vegetables. And so it's going to help to cleanse our palate. We have a lot of cravings because of our hormones, but because of also the habits that you've put yourself into, right? So cleansing your palate and getting those vegetables in is just going to bring you to that next step. So it's always about stepping stones. So we've spoken about a lot of kits, and even, pick which one is best for you, but even at the bare minimal, we all need a multivitamin. It's kind of like your health insurance, right? We eat for nourishment, but our eating isn't 100%, even outside of the holidays. And now, of course, we've been talking about different treats that we want to indulge or engage in this time of year. So you want to support a healthy immune system this time of year. The sun is less abundant. Stress is heightened, all of these things we've been speaking about today. And so just a good foundation of quality absorbable vitamins and effective vitamins in your body are going to help just keep you at a nice level. A multivitamin too is actually your foundation for the metabolic processes that happen in your body. And so just consuming a basic multivitamin, well, not a basic, I should say, but as far as supplementation goes, consuming an isotonic liquid vitamin with no binders, dyes, or fillers will allow your body to metabolize the foods that you're eating. And yes, that is true for the vitamin B as well. A quality multivitamin can also support weight loss, a healthy thyroid function. And what are you missing out on, right? What's your diet lacking? I've been actually mindful of eating more reds. I don't eat a lot of reds just because it's just been my habit. And so I'm being more mindful of eating red peppers and radishes and things like that. But my vitamin is filling in that void. So let's talk about which kit is right for you.
Okay, so now we've gone through a few of our kits that we put together, just going back and reviewing which kit is right for you. So the 'Tis the Season kit might be for the meal skipper, for if you always feel low in energy, or if you have inflammation in your body, or if you're the person who always gets sick every holiday season. A lot of people I meet get sick every holiday, and that's comes with territory, so we can combat that. The green coffee Garcinia Cambogia. Do you like to have a couple drinks at parties and things like that? It's okay. I don't want people walking around feeling guilty. If you're doing something, all I say is make sure you're not doing it mindlessly. Really enjoy yourself when you're indulging in something that is out of alignment. Our lives are not about perfection. It's about progress, right? So the Dirty Martini kit, poor food choices, helps decrease sugar cravings. You're going to feel fuller longer. Difficult time getting all of your 8 to 12 vegetable servings in a day. Like Suzanne said, that's so hard, right? And then activated Bs, we're depleting them through stress, sugar, and alcohol. The Stress Less kit, supporting increased thyroid function. Maybe you're that person going in a million directions and you just feel like you can't get all together. And then having the activated Bs to aid in digestion because of those 3 S's. stress and sugar, digestive enzymes when you experience digestive distress, eating things that aren't in alignment with your goals. The 7-day detox kit, I say get yourself back in the driver's seat, stop the madness, is one way that I use the detox kit. But also if you're just feeling low in energy, and you'll be amazed at by the end of that 7 days, how much natural energy, how sleep will come naturally to you after that whole food 7-day detox. And then join our holiday hacks through the holidays group. We have a coupon code in there for all of these products that we've spoken about. And we also have links to the kits, the menu plans. We have tips and tricks and recipe books, everything you can imagine. I know one more thing is, keeping a health journal, which I don't want to put more stressful thing on top of you, but I just say to give a little awareness to what's going in your mouth, because before we know it, as we're running and we say, well, I've hardly eaten today, but you might have picked and gone by the cookie tray and things like that. So I just always say record everything you eat, even if you're just taking a quick picture of it, right? So paper journals are sometimes cumbersome, but everyone has their phone with them at all times. So just take a quick pic, have a health coach. We're all here for you in the holiday hacks page. Definitely post up anything that you have been having challenges with, no matter when it is during the holidays. We all fall off the wagon. We're all human. So, and it's okay. So instead of saying, I'll start in January, let's say, I'll start tomorrow, not Monday, not January. Tomorrow is going to be a better day than today. All this self-flogging that we do to ourselves, that's why we say, be honest with things that you're doing. No judgment. We get enough judgment everywhere else, right? So we don't need to be judging ourselves, and we don't need to be judging others. So let's start there as well. But at the end of each day, I want you to examine how you feel. Do you feel in control and prepared? And so really reach out for that accountability. Believe me, I hire personal trainers. I'm a trainer myself. So coaches need coaches, trainers need trainers. We all need each other. And accountability is just one of the pieces that keeps us on track. If you feel that you need a one-on-one consultation, again, reach out to your health coach, or let us know if you don't have one. And we're all here to help each other. So everyone is individual in their needs and their challenges and their goals. So that's where that one-on-one consultation can bring it in line for you. What things are you struggling with? You know exactly what you struggle with every single year. So I want you to write those things down, because let's not get on that hamster wheel this year, okay? Let's focus on strategizing. Everything, life's a strategy, right? So let's strategize things that can set things up differently for success instead of failure. But always remember, there is no pass or fail. This is your life. And remember that it's okay to love your food, but don't let it control you. Feeling like an out of control person is not a good feeling. So think about the commitment you're making to yourself, what you stand to gain, how accomplished and in control you're going to feel this year. And don't forget to cherish the holidays, the holiday time with your loved ones. Holidays are about joy and quality time, and life is about the moments. We thank you all for coming to our presentation today, and we look forward to seeing you in the Holiday Hacks Thrive Through the Holidays page, and we'll see you soon.